Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, and today I'm very happy to share with you my first picks from Pandora's Spring 2023 release. And then at the end of this video, let's compare the new charms to other spring or nature charms that I have in my collection. So we're going to start with this pretty enamel charm, and it's called the Blue Curved Feather. And it's a hand-applied enamel in kind of a transparent blue because you do see the leaf detail. So there is a little tiny bit of variation in this charm. I chose the one that was the deepest turquoise as that's what I was drawn to. The best part is look how the charm is balanced. It is not going to be a flipper. It's always going to be just dangling from a bracelet like that. And then even if you tried to put the charm the other way with the stem at the top, it still would like to stay that way. Like it's just a perfectly balanced charm. Both sides are identical. And I really like that curved detail that it has. So this one is again called the Blue Curved Feather. This next charm was a bit of a debate. So Pandora is calling this one the Cloud and Swallow charm because there is a bird against that cloud. And I was doing a debate between getting this charm or a pair of the new feather clips. I did decide to go with this cloud because I love the effect of the little raindrops that are coming out of the cloud. And I am so grateful that I did pick this one up. So when I was in the store at Pandora, this one took me by surprise because it was a little bit blingier than I was expecting it to be. There is a lot of CZs and crystals. So these little raindrops that are hanging down are blue crystals. And then the CZ effect, it repeats on both sides. But when you're in Pandora's store, like I just find sometimes the lights are overwhelming and it all just looks so shiny and blingy and it was reflecting back at me. But now that I'm home with this charm in my natural lighting, it's so pretty. So I am very happy that I did pick this one up. And there is an inscription on this charm and it's in very tiny writing. It says, "Let your dreams be your wings." But you know, like honestly, that is so petite that it doesn't really stand out. It's one of those inscriptions that only you will know what it says. And then this here is the back of the cloud. So again, you've got that bird detail. Actually, there's two birds there. Yeah, there's two. There's two birds, and then you've got the swirl of the blue CZ, some bigger crystals right in the middle there. And then this is the back of the raindrops. So even though you don't have the crystals facing towards you, it's still really pretty. And then the front of the cloud, it looks like it just has one larger swallow bird there, whereas the back has two. So that's nice that they're not a total replicate of each other. And I'm sure nobody will be surprised that I picked up a pair of the new Murano glass. My only criticism of this glass, and it's a very small criticism, is the name. So Pandora on the website is calling it the Multicolor Murano Glass and Curved Feather Charm. Isn't that kind of a mouthful? So in their description, they're saying that it reflects spring sunshine and the first rays of sun after winter. It has bursts of pink dichroic glass throughout the feathers around the core of the charm. So that is pink dichroic glass that is reflecting back at you. Isn't it beautiful? This Murano is everything to me. I love this Murano. Pandora is doing fantastic with their Muranos lately. They're not doing a lot of Muranos, but what they're doing is very good. And here's what the core of the Murano looks like. You've got the feathers going around the Pandora logo with their hallmark. It's very petite feathers, like they don't actually touch. And then on the other side, it just is exactly the same, but without the hallmark. So my store had very limited stock of these Muranos, and I picked my favorite and my second favorite. This one is my favorite. And take a look how pretty they are. That pink dichroic glass just shimmers throughout. And I just love the watery effect of them. Yeah, they're very, very pretty, very well done. I highly recommend these Muranos. Now the last item that I picked up is called the Red Ladybug or Ladybird, depending on where you live. Where I live, we call them ladybugs. So that's how I will be referring to this little charm. And what I noticed when I was taking a look at all of these ladybugs in the store is that the red glass was pretty solid. Like there was no real variation to the red glass. But the little black dots of enamel, that there was a little bit of variation on where they were located on the bug's shell. So right here you can see that the black spots, I looked on Pandora's website, they said that they're carved out of the glass and then filled with black enamel. So that's how the spots are created. They are a little bit raised up on the profile there, but not too much that it's going to be, worrisome about damaging them. But the back of this charm features some cutout detail for the wings. And then do you see right there is the sneaky little heart at the top of the wing pattern? But it is not that transparent. Just in the center there, you can see a little bit of red glowing through. And I'm gonna ignore the boring CZ bail and let's just draw our attention to this little ladybug. You've got the eyes with the CZs at the top there, the little leg details, and look at the bottom. Like it's just a really pretty ladybug. And let's compare it now to some of the other Murano glass. Actually, let's first take a look at everything together so you can see the size comparison of this enamel charm to the Muranos, to the cloud, to the ladybug. So this is how all 5 pieces look together. And then on my summer bracelet design here, I've got the turtle and the little octopus on this side. So let's now compare these Murano drop charms. And you can see that the ladybug and the turtle are very similar size Murano. And let's take a look at the octopus here. And again, it's a nice match. So even if you want to put all 3 of these on a bracelet design, that would go really well. So now let's compare these new charms to other spring or nature charms that I have in my collection. At the very end here, do you remember the floral bouquet? I think Pandora just retired it. But one thing I don't understand about Pandora is why do they retire charms when they know they're going to be releasing others? Because I'm sure they have these in the works quite a bit before they're actually released. When it just all matches so well. So they retired this one, but look how gorgeous the colors of this floral bouquet is with this Murano. It just picks up the golden tones, the blue and that little lavender pink. And that's such a pretty little trio right there. And even with the cloud combined in. And then on this side here, I've struggled with this little teal daisy. It's just really blingy and I had nothing in that same color tone. So I was curious if it would match these Muranos. It's a little bit different of a blue compared to the cloud, but close enough because honestly that CZ in the center of the cloud is a little bit lighter compared to the CZs that are going around the edge. And then over here, this little cute spinner. This is the Free Hugs cactus that was just on sale in the winter 50% off. And I think he could even go with this nature theme. This is how the bee dangle looks next to the ladybug. So I just purchased the bee dangle not too long ago in the buy 2 get 1 free. And so they're a nice size comparison and they both have that black enamel. This is the little spring bird that was recently retired and he's got some really pretty blue CZ eyes and I thought he would go really well with the cloud. Yeah, they do work well together. And then this one here I also purchased in the buy 2 get 1 free. It's got that little golden CZ on the bail. Isn't that pretty? And it's the watering can with the little trowel and I thought that would combine really well into this. So these are the charms that I have that I'm thinking of combining with these Muranos. This spring bracelet design combines the pansies that were released last spring. So I thought I would share with you how the blue of the blue pansy and this butterfly, how it look with the new Muranos. And there's a little bit of difference there. One is definitely deeper and brighter than the other. Here's how it looks combined with the blue feather. So again, we have a little bit of variation. And then to spin it around, let's take a look at this butterfly. So here's the butterfly with this blue feather and with the new Muranos. So a little bit different color of a tone, but this cloud and that butterfly look fantastic together, as does the pansy. To me, they look really pretty together. So I'm really happy that I did purchase the cloud as opposed to the clips. The clips are on my wish list, but I think this cloud is so pretty, especially once I got it home in natural lighting. This next bracelet is one of my older bracelets that I've just been playing with and tweaking along the way, just slowly adding a charm, taking a charm away, just, you know, changing it up little steps at a time. You can tell it's an older bracelet because it's so flexible. It's just, yeah, it's very flexible, very relaxed. So on here, I've got those garden Muranos, Enchanted Garden Muranos, I believe they were called, with the little bees. And I thought we would compare though these clips, because these clips are still part of Pandora's regular collection. They are still available online. And when I was looking at my store's displays, they use these clips combined in with these Muranos. And I do think they work because the clips have enough variation between the blue, the pink, and the green. Just that multicolors does work really nicely with these Muranos. And that deep blue can actually pair really well with that the blue feather charm there. And then of course I got my floral bouquet. That's always tripped me up because of that golden flower, but that golden flower ties in these Muranos so well. So again, here's an overview of the more pastel shades compared to these Muranos and the blue feather. So you can just kind of get a sense of how they would combine if you have any of these charms in your collection. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this video and seeing my first picks from Pandora's Spring Collection release. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you purchased anything from this collection or if you have anything on your wish list. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye-bye.